Welcome to the first ever Squad Busters Olympics. Guys, we're going to put every character in the game against each other in a 1v1 tournament. We're going to figure out who the best all-rounder, supplier, attacker, defender, speedster, and healers are in Squad Busters. And then we're going to match them all against each other to finally find who the best overall character is in the entire game. So let's dive in. Our first archetype are the Allrounders. Guys, these are supposed to be able to do everything. Attack, defend, and they consist of Shelly, Barbarian, and the creature of the night, Mortis. Let's see who's the best Allrounder. Our first ever elimination 1v1 matchup is between Shelly and Barbarian. Let's see who's the better all-rounder here. Shelly has the advantage of being a super rare, and look at that. She annihilated the Barbarian, eliminating Barbarian off our list. And now she's gonna have to face off against the creature of the night. Now, if you guys play Brawl Stars, we all know this. Mortis gets hard countered by Shelly. There's no way Mortis can beat a Shelly, right? But this is Squad Busters. Maybe he has a chance here. Look at him go. His attack is crazy. Destroying Shelly? What? Mortis counters Shelly in Squad Busters? You learn something new every day. And that means Mortis has taken the crown as the best all-rounder. He's gonna be facing off against the best supplier coming up. Coming up next, we have the suppliers, consisting of Goblin from the Clash universe, Greg from Heyday, Mavis from Heyday Pop, Trader from Clash Royale, and Penny from Brawl Stars. Let's see who's gonna take the crown as the best supplier. And we're up. We're gonna be starting off with the Goblin versus Greg. Let's see who the better supplier here is. Goblin has some fearsome attack stats, if you can see. Look at him go, that stab. He's got such a nice stab. He does have low health, but Greg is more of a much more supporter. He's very good at chopping trees, just not killing enemies. Yeah, okay. Goblin handily wins that one. As you can see, Greg actually has one of the worst stats in the game with the lowest damage output. He's good at chopping trees, not so much at other things. Up next, we have Mavis versus Trader. Who's the better supplier here? Is it the Clash Royale Trader, or is it the Heyday Pop Mavis? Look at Mavis' attack. She's just slapping him like crazy. She's got a nice, fast attack. Trader is giving her those blows, but as you can see, he is getting outpaced here. This is actually really close. Oh my goodness. It came down to the wire. Now, we're going to put Goblin and Mavis against each other, two of the winners in round one, to see who gets to face off against the fearsome super rare Penny. Here we go, Goblin going with the quick stab, and Mavis with her notable slap attack. Goblin, as you can see, does have the upper hand in terms of damage, wins that one pretty handily. Here comes the real test for Goblin though, as he's matched up against the greatest supplier in the game, Penny, with her amazing stats all around, high damage, and it's not even close. Absolutely floored right there. There we have it. Penny takes the crown as the best supplier in the game, and she's gonna be matching up against Mortis in the first round of the finals coming up. But before that, we're gonna now need to figure out who the best attacker is in Squad Busters. The attacker archetype consists of some of the highest damage output characters in the game in Colt, Dynamite, Witch, Archer Queen, Bow, Bee, and Wizard. This one's gonna be a really fun one. First up is Dynamite versus Colt. Dynamite doesn't have as much damage, whereas Colt has almost double the damage, so I do expect Colt to win this one pretty easily. Now Dynamite, he's more of a splash attacker. He's better against a group of characters, but not a single target, and that's why Colt wins this one easily. This next matchup is the one I've been looking forward to the most between these two attackers, Witch and Archer Queen. Two of the strongest attackers in the game, actually. Archer Queen starts off with her exploding arrow, knocking back Witch, giving her the advantage there to finish her off, as Archer Queen takes the crown. Even though I feel like Witch is still one of the best characters in the game, just couldn't handle the Archer Queen there. Alright, we're going to pair those two winners up against each other. Now, we have the Archer Queen versus Colt. Two very high damage output brawlers. But look at that. Archer Queen starts off with her signature stun fire explosive arrow. And that gives her a big upper hand as she finishes off Colt. Eliminating Colt off of the face of the earth. Next up, we have Bo versus B. Now, normally in Brawl Stars, Bo has the upper hand against B, but does he have the upper hand against her in Squad Busters? Now, Bo, he doesn't do much damage against other troops in Squad Busters. He does more damage against monsters in this game, and so he gets absolutely destroyed by B there. Alright, now B gets to face off against the mighty wizard of the Clash universe. Does she have what it takes to beat the wizard? And she does, wow. Handily winning that one, eliminating the wizard. And now here comes the finals matchup between the two best attackers. Archer Queen versus B. Who's gonna take the cake in this one? Archer Queen going at it, destroys B. That was a pretty close one. Just not close enough for the queen of the attackers. Archer Queen taking the crown for the best attacker in the game. Alright guys, that means we have 3 champions so far of 3 categories. And we have 3 more to go, because next up, we have the Defenders, some of the most fearsome tanks in the entire game. Let's see who takes the cake in this one between Primo, Barbarian King, Nita, Royale King, Heavy, and Tank. For our first matchup, we have everyone's favorite brawler, El Primo, versus the king of Clash of Clans, Barbarian King, who starts off with his pummel attack, pushing back Primo, dealing so much damage, Primo just can't catch up. Gets pummeled down again and gets finished off by the king. That wasn't even close, unfortunate for the Primo. Next up, we have Nita versus the Barbarian King. Now, this is an unfair matchup for the Barbarian King. He has to face 2 characters because Nita gets to summon her bear. So, King has to finish off the bear first, as he does. And now he gets to face off against Nita. Can he handle her? Nita did some work there thanks to her bear with the 2v1. But as you can see, even 2 characters were not enough for the King. Next up, we have 2 of the faces of the games. We have the king of Clash Royale versus Heavy from Boom Beach. Look at Heavy go as the king just punches him recklessly. Not even close. Oh my goodness. Heavy is insane. I can't believe the stats if you're looking at it for Heavy. He has insanely high stats for a tank. Alright, I'll be honest. Heavy is very impressive. But can he beat Tank Girl from Boom Beach? Let's see. Alright, Tank Girl, her specialty is some light punches. Doing light work against Heavy. I don't know what to say. That was just absolute slaughter. Alright guys, finals matchup between the 2 best defenders. This is the premier matchup I've been super excited to see. 2 of the highest damaging brawlers with high health in the game. Heavy versus King. Now, the Barbarian King does have the advantage with the pushback he has right there. But Heavy has some high damage output. Can he handle him? No, he is unable to. But that was super close for sure. As the King takes the crown for the best defender in Squad Busters. Alright guys, we have 2 more categories to go. Next up is between the best speedsters in Max, Hog Rider, and Chicken. Let's see who's the fastest, or should I say strongest speedster in the game. First matchup's gonna be between Hog Rider and Chicken. Now Chicken does have an advantage. It's a 3v1 because she spawns two spawnlings, the chicks. But is that gonna be enough to beat the Hog Rider? Is it? It's actually coming down to the wire. That was super close as the Hog Rider takes that one. Busted. Now comes an even bigger challenge for Hog Rider as he has to face Max. Now Hog Rider does have more health than her, but Max has a 200 damage per second attack. Can he beat Max? This is actually really close, guys. Really close as Max barely wins it to take the crown as the best speedster in Squad Busters. One more archetype to go, guys. We have the best healers coming up, and then we're gonna have all the champions facing off against each other to figure out who the best overall character is in the entire game. First matchup between the healers, Medic versus the Battle Healer. The Battle Healer has a lot of health, and she does have formidable damage, which is going to be at a big disadvantage for Medic as he gets absolutely destroyed by the Battle Healer. Next up, can the Battle Healer from the Clash universe beat everyone's favorite healer from Brawl Stars, Pam? Two thick brawlers right here. Who is gonna take it here? This is really close, but Battle Healer finishing her off as the best healer in Squad Busters. Dun 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 dun. Guys, we have the best champions for each category now. Mortis for best all-rounder, Penny for best supplier, Archer Queen for the best attacker, the Barbarian King for the best defender, Max for the best speedster, and the Battle Healer for the best healer. Now, we're gonna have all of them face off against each other in the 1v1. Coming up first, Mortis versus the best supplier in Penny. Here we go. Now, we do know that Mortis counters Penny in Brawl Stars, but this is Squad Busters, and we know anything can happen here, right? Can Penny, the best supplier, beat the best all-rounder in Mortis? And it looks like Mortis taking the lead and finishes her off as the best here for his category, finishing off the best supplier. Now, you may be the best supplier, but you're not the best in strength. Alright, I'm really excited for this one. Here we go, guys. Oh my goodness. Archer Queen starts off with her fire explosion, pushing back Mortis, getting additional damage. This is going to the wire as Mortis finishes her off with his faster attack, I guess. Oh my goodness. Finishing off the Queen of the Clash universe, Mortis. Moving on to the finals. Alright guys, coming up, Max versus Barbarian King, best speedster versus best defender, and look at that, it's not even close. The Barbarian King absolutely flooring the competition against the best speedster. That's 3 characters remaining now, guys. Best healer versus best defender. Again, Barbarian King starting off with his pommel. Now remember, the winner here moves on to the finals. This is a long one, guys. Healer does have some really nice defense, healing off so much right there, but is it gonna be enough against the King? No, it is not, as the Barbarian King finishes her off. Alright guys, this finals matchup is gonna be a matchup for the ages. We have Mortis as our finalist, the best all-rounder from Brawl Stars, and then we have the best defender finalist, Barbarian King from Clash of Clans. Who is gonna be the champion of Squad Busters? Let's find out. Alright guys, here we go. This one's for all the marbles, the finals matchup between the King and Mortis. Now we know Mortis is not very good against tanks in Brawl Stars, but is he in Squad Busters? He did beat Shelly to make it to the finals, but no! Barbarian King just too strong, too much power, too much health, finishing off Mortis. So, there you guys have it. The King of Clash of Clans is also now the King of Squad Busters. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was so much fun. I learned so much about these characters. Hope you guys did so as well. Leave a like and also comment below if you guys would like to see more content like this. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm going to be uploading regular Squad Busters content. Global releases coming up soon, guys. Get excited. I'll see you guys until next time. Take care, everyone.